Axie limitlessness in a real sense is a low-positioned coin with the ticker Axie that truly has a current worth of $4.49 and a market capitalization of $634,989,150 in an unobtrusive manner. Digital currencies generally have most certainly lengthy past the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers in an in every practical sense, significant way. These days, it's a resource class that most certainly is considerably controlled and, surprisingly, embraced as lawful delicate, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. Some in every practical sense, huge venture banks even truly obtain Axie limitlessness and other digital currencies all at once too in every way that really matters, safeguard their resources under administration, against a jogging expansion that disables the conventional monetary business sectors amazingly. Presently, now is the ideal time to by and large uncover our short, mid, and long-haul expectation of the improvements on the Axie market that generally depend on the readings of our sort of special crypto unpredictability record that in every practical sense assists us with measuring the market feeling and truly expect where in which the market plans to go. Which for the most part is very critical. At this point, the cost of Axie limitlessness especially is $4.49. While the coin as of now winds up at 51st spot in the kind of in general positioning, or so they thought. The said commonly positioning certainly is assessed based on the resource's kind of present value that basically is duplicated by its especially current market capitalization, an equation that generally is applied all through all monetary business sectors in an unpretentious manner. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions so our clients explicitly get the most significant information in regards to the exhibition of computerized assets in their portfolios in an unobtrusive way. It's likewise critical to sort of consider the verifiable information that permits shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its course in an unpretentious manner. On October 4, the cost of Axie limitlessness for the most part was at $4.51 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change in every practical sense added up to 0.85% in a by and large significant manner. 7 days prior, on September 28, Axie most certainly was esteemed at $4.44, and that really intends that from that point forward, the cost by and large has in every practical sense vacillated by 0% in a genuinely huge way. A month prior, on September 5, the market member laid out the cost of Axie vastness at $4.51. Subsequently, the coin generally has made a 0.41% move to essentially arrive at its current standings, or so they truly thought. The examination of market capitalization basically conveys certainly equivalent significance in both cryptographic money and conventional business sectors, showing how at this point, the cost of Axie vastness generally is $4.49, while the coin presently for the most part winds up at 51st spot in the kind of by and large positioning. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology essentially is utilized to for the most part decide the very by and large position and prominence of computerized resources and stocks, for example, genuinely as opposed to mainstream thinking. Changes in market capitalization genuinely sure or genuinely negative are additionally demonstrative of the manner by which the said market could head, as well as the resource's genuinely potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both in every practical sense, short and genuinely long-haul points of view, which certainly is very huge. This extremely specific certainly metric generally is likewise used to measure the predominance of Axie endlessness, comparable to the remainder of the cryptographic money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition, or so they sort of thought. To in every practical sense, decide the truly current market capitalization of Axie, we most certainly duplicate the coursing supply, the boundary that will be made sense of later by the all things considered present worth of the digital money under survey, truly further appearance how this truly specific most certainly metric all things considered is additionally used to measure the strength of Axie boundlessness corresponding to the remainder of the digital money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition. Starting today, the market capitalization of Axie endlessness in a real sense remains at $634,989,150, which shapes the reason for pretty present extremely positioning truly was referenced before in an exceptionally huge manner. Yesterday, on October 4, Axie most certainly had a market capitalization of $637,325,862 in an exceptionally enormous manner. Keep going week, on September 28, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to truly was recorded at $626,958,460 in a genuinely enormous manner. A month prior, on September 5, the market worth of Axie endlessness in a real sense was evaluated to basically be $635,533,105, which generally is genuinely critical. Complete stockpile considers the quantity of coins that generally have previously been created by different means, for example, through mining amazingly. These digital currencies can sort of be utilized either for certainly dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers, kind of as opposed to prevalent thinking. This fundamentally metric likewise considers the coins that basically have been deliberately eliminated through the cycle called consuming, which basically is applied to control the expansion rate, which in a real sense shows that this truly metric additionally figures the coins that in every way that really matters have been gotten rid of through the interaction called consuming, which generally is applied to control the expansion rate. At this point, the sort of complete stock of Axie endlessness certainly is laid out at 270,000,000 axes, which is very critical. In conclusion, the circling supply in every practical sense is utilized to truly compute the market capitalization and explicitly survey the coins certainly current remaining in the positions in a genuinely significant way. It means the most certainly in general measure of axes that fundamentally is as of now exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that explicitly are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly explicitly put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown in an unpretentious manner. It's by and large accepted that digital currencies that truly have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million basically are the most reasonable for fundamentally long-haul venture, since they basically are generally essentially liable to in a real sense value and esteem over a lengthy timeframe, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate in an unobtrusive manner. At this point, Axie vastness most certainly has a circling supply of 141,310,958 coins. Nonetheless, it should for the most part be truly noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that much reasonable for making sort of long-haul cost expectations, however it ordinarily gives important understanding into the especially current market circumstance. Hence by and large is significant for short and mid-term cost conjectures generally did by our very restrictive calculation. A sort of brilliant digital currency financial backer mustn't ignore this extremely metric, while picking passage or leave point. The guideline here basically is to in a real sense get into the activity when the volume really begins to rise when the cost generally is pushing out of the combination region and basically forsake the boat once the volume starts to drop after an impressive convention, or so they thought. It's even much better assuming those cost moves especially occur in the areas that in every practical sense harmonize with generally high volume, which are typically shown through tall bars on the sort of relating pointer that truly is implanted in all crypto exchanging terminals, which fundamentally shows that it's in any event in every practical sense better assuming that those cost moves sort of occur in the areas that essentially agree with generally especially high volume, which are normally shown through tall